Last type of example we'll look at, very similar to our previous two. Hopefully you get the pattern here, where always helpful to find the scale factor, A over B. Boil it down to that first. Then figure out, based on what you want to know, should I use A over B? Should I use an A squared over B squared type ratio? Or should I use A cubed over B cubed? Let's take a look. You were given both surface areas. You were not given both volumes. So let's take a look at the surface areas and see what we get. Remember, our first goal is to figure out what is A over B. When I compare surface areas, that's a 48 to 27 ratio. We're talking about surface area. So I'm kind of dealing in this realm of squared. Well, I'd like to find out what this is, so that means I got to square root the ratio to figure out what that just single scale factor is. I don't know what the square root of 48 is, I don't know what the square root of 27 is. So what I'd like to do is reduce the fraction if I can, if I need to. Okay, they're both not even numbers. I think 3 goes into both of them. So if I reduce by a factor of 3, let's take a look. 48 divided by 3 is 16. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Really important. This is not the scale factor. This is still A squared over B squared ratio. I just reduced it so it looked nicer. To find the scale factor, I actually have to take the square root. Square root of 16 and square root of 9. I'm looking at a ratio of 4 to 3. That is the scale factor. This is just the same as what I started with. I just reduced it so it looked nicer and had perfect squares on top and bottom. So 4 to 3 is my scale factor. It's my first step. Step 2, I think about what is it that I want to know. I want to know a certain volume. If I want to know volume, I should probably work in this realm over here. I should probably use an A cubed over B cubed ratio. So 4/3 is my scale factor. I'm going to cube the top and the bottom. 4 cubed is 64. 3 cubed is 27. That is the ratio of the volumes. The volumes, when I compare them, will have a 64 to 27 ratio. I'm going to use that knowledge to say, all right, big to small is a 64 to 27 ratio. I don't know what the volume of the bigger one is in my problem. I do know the volume of the smaller one is 200. Again, a cross product situation. 64 times 200 and divide by 27. So this initial volume right here looks like a volume of about 474.1 cubic